So when you're talking about the worst doctors in the world, there are plenty of candidates that fit the description. That one Nazi doctor, that kid who pretended to be a doctor, Hannibal Lecter, the list goes on. But today, Dr. David Deffen of America's very own Arkansas has been added to the list of potential candidates for the worst doctor in the world. Now, just to be clear, when I say worst, I don't mean lacking knowledge, but also overall performance, because as you're about to see, you could have found the cure for cancer and still have your license revoked after doing what this guy did.
According to board documents, this video was taken in 2019 Deffen family practice in Blytheville. In it, Dr. David Deffen can be seen walking around naked, including in the hallway between patient rooms. Another video clip sent in shows him in the receptionist area walking around 3 women and performing a sex act directly in front of one of the women. The clip ends with him ejaculating on her.
Now, I don't think any more needs to be shown as to why this guy is in the running for the WDA award. And at first, when I was watching this video, I'm like, oh yeah, you can't be walking around your office naked and expect to keep your job. But then it cuts to this shit, and it's like this dude is walking around these poor women working at the front desk full cock out like he's at fucking Diddy's house. And you guys heard what he did. He let himself loose all over these women. And apparently this was during office hours.
According to the person who sent the board the videos, this all happened during business hours.
Do you know how long he had to have been doing this for him to be comfortable doing this in front of not just 1, but 3 employees with the confidence that they wouldn't say anything? I don't care how much money you're giving them to stay there. Eventually they're gonna get tired of seeing your little micro weenie, dog. And the fact that he's like, let me just release myself on y'all real quick because a patient needs a diagnosis and I need that post-nut clarity. Please. It's first, he's gonna die if I don't get this, please. And what's funny is that a month before all of this came out, someone from the Arkansas Department of Health interviewed him and let him know that there were videos of him. They told him that there's video evidence of him doing all of this, and this is what he said.
An investigator with the Arkansas Department of Health interviewed Dr. Deffen in September. According to the report from that interview, Dr. Deffen was informed there were video clips of his actions. Dr. Deffen said, quote, "I don't know anything about that at all. I'd have to see those things to have any idea what you're talking about."
And then that's when they play the video for him and they're like, you see that? That's you ejaculating on a fully clothed employee, and then you go tend to a patient who you then ejaculate on. But that's not even the best part, because apparently earlier in the year, patients were complaining about this guy posting nudes of himself on his Instagram.
Earlier this year, someone complained about what Deffen calls his naturist activities. In the January complaint, the board was informed that Deffen was posting nude photos of himself on his social media accounts. The complainant included screenshots from Deffen's Instagram account, Naked Dr. Dave. In his response to the board, Deffen said he is a naturist, and his accounts were well known to the naturist community. He cited the practice as promoting acceptance and body positivity, adding, quote, "We do not shame, sexualize, fear, or negatively stigmatize the naked body." He added that there was, quote, "no crossover whatsoever with my professionalism while practicing medicine and my naturist activities."
Oh, really? There was no crossover? I think those 3 ladies who saw your erect penis more than their friends and family would beg to differ. Like, imagine going to work every day praying that you're not the one who gets their boss's semen on them. Unless you work at a sperm bank, and even then, that shouldn't be something you ever think about. And I think even one of his employees said that he was doing this to patients also, and that one of the ladies working for him was also his patient.
Not only did the woman work in Deffen's office as a lab tech for another company, she was one of his patients.
But to make everything that much more embarrassing for the Arkansas Department of Health, this guy had already had his license temporarily suspended because he was overprescribing pain medication and wasn't allowed to practice medicine in Missouri for 3 years.
In Missouri in 2011, Deffen entered into a deferred prosecution agreement after he was investigated by the medical board and criminally charged for allegedly illegally distributing pain medications. Criminal charges were dropped, and Deffen agreed not to practice medicine in Missouri for 3 years.
I don't know how becoming a doctor works, but I'm pretty sure that stays on your record, as proven by somebody finding this out after he got in trouble again. Guys, if your doctor is walking around naked offering you money to fuck them, don't just fuck them, do something about it. Not don't fuck them and do something about it. Just, yo, 911? This guy has his cock out. But yeah, guys, worst doctor of the year candidate David Deffen is breaking new grounds for what a doctor can actually get in trouble for. Until tomorrow, peace.